You can see I've got the bone hammer on. I tried out the hammer for a bit. Not so sure about the hammer because I don't know. It seems like you just set up for that one big hit and that's it. That's all it is. I tried also the daggers, and that's mostly like you spam left click until you need to move, and then you hit right click, and you go demon mode for a bit to like charge up your daggers, but at the cost of draining extra stamina, and then you leave demon mode when you're charged up, and you get to continue going through demon mode without the reduction.
Krugi, I am back. Lost my streak. Closet 5 big sad Pepe.
Ah, PKCG tier 1 20 months on a 1 month streak. Womp. Good to have you, PKCG. Welcome. Hello, Semtexagon and Alyssa Lay. Welcome, welcome. I had those streams start screen up for a little bit. For a little bit, though. Not too long. No reason to sit there listening to that music for so long when I'm already here and ready, you know. But yeah, the daggers is like you go demon mode, charge up the daggers, then you can leave demon mode and you can still have like the benefits of demon mode, but without the stamina cost all the time. So like, that's kind of cool, but combo wise and ability wise, there's not a whole lot going on for it. It's really just left click a bunch and right click if you need some mobility, press both buttons together for like kind of a big combo if you have a couple seconds opening. Hammer is just to charge up for the one big hit. Not really too keen on that. I tried also the insect glaive, which seems kind of interesting, but nothing really for solo play, I would reckon. It seems like it could be a nice counterpart for co-op, because you don't really get a burst phase with this at all. At least not the earlier one. Maybe with like higher level insect things you can get like really good stuff, but early on it's just kind of like a harassment type thing. So I don't know, for solo that could be a little bit rough. I tried the sword and board, which is actually pretty good. I kind of like it a lot. There's a lot of abilities, a lot of combos with it. A fair amount of mobility with like a backstep that can also turn into a lunge. You can alternate between doing a bunch of stun damage for knocking them out, or just slashing damage to actually do damage. Some of the combos are a little bit iffy, and I'm not really sure about its sort of burst phase exploitation. I don't think it can really do a whole lot there. The damage overall of the stuff is pretty low. So I like it, but I don't know. It could be that this is one of those weapons, like somebody was saying. I think it might have actually been Zenkaba in chat there. Hello, welcome back. How some of the fights later on, it's a real rush against time because they're so healthy. I think this might be one of those weapons that doesn't really work out for that very well, because it's just the damage just isn't really there, and you can't really do any cool burst phases with it. And then I tried the hunting horn, which I have the sonic horn too, because I actually enjoyed this enough to maybe possibly use it. And I upgraded a little bit just to see like what the other notes and stuff are like. It's odd, the horn. I need to practice more with it, but I think I quite enjoy it. Because you can load up a couple songs, and you play the songs, and while loading up the songs, and also while playing the song, look how big it is. Those are all attacks, and while you're playing the song, you can kind of move and scoot around a little bit and turn to like position the instrument where you need it to be. Depending on the direction you press when you go to play the instrument, kind of dictates what type of move you use to play the instrument, whether you kick it forward or do a huge backstep or just a huge massive cleave. Lot of options. Obviously the buffs, always a cool thing. I do wonder how it stacks up with food buffs and also with the Palico buffs if I give it the instruments. I wonder how that all stacks together. The damage of this stuff, though, is phenomenal. The hunting horns are powerful. Very, very heavy, big, blunt things. I think the hammer can step aside because the hunting horn would like to have a word. It toots. It toots hard.
That reminds me.
Go into a forge with it. I haven't tried anything else out. I don't want to be longsword at all, because everybody's fucking longsword. It's like 20 to 30% of the player base is longsword. I think someone had mentioned gun lance, or just lance. Might be worth taking a look at some point. The bow guns I haven't looked at yet at all. Greatsword maybe. I think greatsword, isn't that a little bit like the hammer, where like you're charging up for like one really big solid hit? You just unleash when it's vulnerable, then you do massive damage with it. Because these are also like pretty strong. 384 damage on just the one iron ore basic sword. It's crazy. But the Devil Joe thing, 1008 damage. Like, ugh. Oof. I thought the 700 damage that I had on the Switch Axe was a lot, but nope. Where's... oh, hunting horn. The metal bagpipe. Only 336. But they got different notes on there, which is, I don't think, really a different attack. It's just left click, right click, and both buttons together. There's also C that you can press to, like... it's a different note, but I think everything has a... that's a neat little spin attack. That's fun to drill into their face. But they got the different colors, which I think is mostly just a different... I guess, element, but just to basically change what buffs the weapon can provide. The orchard with the blue double note there allows you to do a nice stun burst ability that I quite like. That was a fun one to situate in front of the monster's face. You know, like get the music queued up, and you do like forward and play the instrument, and you kind of kick the instrument with your foot up into its face, staggering it, and then you play the actual song that you queued up, the stun burst. You just keep it honed in on their face a little bit, and oof, knocks them over. It's scary good against certain enemies. I don't know how it will fare against the larger things, though. But like a lot of these have just a wild field of different notes, and I don't know what a lot of them do, but something I want to take a look at one day, I think. 840 on the Devil's Maestro, though, with the Devil Joe thing. Pretty strong. You're a greatsword main. Also, it's more like one big-ass 3-hit combo, highest damage numbers in the game. Numbers are inflated by a multiplier. Every weapon has a multiplier that does an actual attack power. Actual attack power is same for all weapons. Hunting horn requires a lot of management. If you can handle that, you'll like it. Yeah, it seems like the type of thing where, like the Switch Axe is a lot of just, you can do these combos, but a lot of the time to maintain your position, which is, as we know, a huge downfall of the Switch Axe, is maintaining positioning. You can't just use attacks willy-nilly. You have to be mindful of which attack you're doing specifically. It's not a weapon for button mashers. At all. And the hunting horn contrasted a little bit because it's less about using attacks that put you in a favorable spot and more about trying to maintain the songs that you've got going on. I mean, you could probably get an item set on that just elongates the buff so long that you don't have to worry about it too much. You just buff before battle and then you can charge in and do whatever. But mid-battle, especially in the longer battles, you'll have to rebuff midway. Maybe get earplugs on and maintain that, and there's some stuff that's like the environment resistance, and pretty much anything that you can find on armor you can play a song for if you got the right hunting horn for it. And sometimes the attacks that you do to load those notes into it aren't great attacks to be doing at that moment in time. So you're doing all this stuff to get the notes loaded to play it for the buffs that you need. It's just it's a different feel to the Switch X. It's still a little bit iffy with the movement and everything, but I can move a lot faster with a hunting than I can with the Switch X. Even just raw movement is just simply faster with the hunting. Or there's also songs you can play to improve your movement speed. So it's like, I don't know. I like the Switch X because I can do long combos and I can take advantage of a burst phase. And I can just go straight from that burst phase right back into a normal combo. And I like that a lot. It allows me to really bully something. It allows me somewhat decent positioning to some extent. There's no way to close the gap at all, which I don't like. And there's no way to easily get out of the way once I do anything, because everything is a combo. So that's why I was hoping to find something else. Charge Blade might be something worth looking into, but the Charge Blade seemed to operate in just a way that I didn't like from what I remember. Where it's like... Or was that in Rise? It's probably similar, right? What the hell was this thing? It's like Sword and Shield at the start, but you charge it up for the big axe thing. Let's make one and find out. Let's give it a go. It looks like it could fly. It has a flow you need to know. Charge Blade looks difficult, actually easy as fuck while playing. We'll see. Can we also get something actually usable, please? The default training room layout is completely worthless. It's so bad. You'll just attack something and go right by it. All the time. Or it just runs away from you. Weak slash, we gotta charge rising slash. Morph slash is side mouse button. You can change files as well. And we have a basic guard too.
Has two forms, sword and axe. Store up energy in a file, then release it through the axe.
Right, and that's the top business going on. I can just charge files straight up. That'd be loading it into the axe, I think. Combos to power up sword mode, only available during elemental boost. Transition to power axe mode requires more than one file though. So it seems like the both buttons together is a pretty big thing. Or was, oh, if I release early, I can do a charge double slash.
Charged up too much blade energy. You need to charge so your attacks don't get deflected.
Too much energy. Alright, well, we loaded it in, I think. Maybe, possibly. Sliding slash, hello. Can't really slide into that at all. So what is charge files doing exactly? That's loading it into the axe, right? Hit stuff with the sword till it glows red. Yeah, files at attacks will do element damage. Can also store the files in the X to boost the axe mode. Don't know how the button combo with keyboard, sadly. Files increase the damage of axe mode. Left and right click. Charge right click, then repeat till your files become red. Then charge your files and repeat until your files are full. And then go to axe mode and boom boom. I like the sliding slash. A little bit of mobility going on. The files being white, I assume, is the filled in. And during a lot of stuff with the axe mode out, I think we can combo that with the slinger stuff, right? Right click charge, don't overhold. Hold it till you see a glow, then release. I mean, the glow happens like right away. Right, and now we're hot, so we gotta load it. Having trouble finding decent combos with the axe mode. Okay, right click I think is always... It's always charge. Okay, that's just... can kind of spam that forever. Slinger burst it pretty much any time during that. Side button to get back into sword. And to discharge the files, we're doing that. Puts me back into sword mode though. Can also just spam right click and do that to expel some files. Also puts me back into sword mode. I think I kinda get it. The bottom left combos thing is always so strange because it's like, here's the combos, but like it's really just it's any amount of that, and it's like, use this combo to do insane stun damage, but it's literally just like you right click first and then just left click spam, and it's just like it's all a combo. It all works. Everything's a combo. Didn't try charging the shield yet? Oh god, yeah, how do I do that? It's just morph slash. Discharges. Morph slash back to axe. During the elemental discharge animation, do the button combo that transforms. Nah. No, that doesn't do anything. I also don't even see a different prompt on the top right about that. It just goes into a standard attack. The big overhead swing thing. I assume not that though, because that's not a discharge, right? Still nothing. Oh no, no, we did get it. So that's okay, that's how we transition back into sword while still maintaining some form of combo. But it has to be with that. That's... I'm not sure if that alone was enough. That was just a side mouse button. And there's that. That's a pretty big boom. Just seeing how to switch back into sword mode quickly and maintain the combo like I was doing before. I don't know if I have to have files for that too though or not. Seems a little bit nonsensical what these files are doing exactly. I think the side button alone is enough to get back into sword mode. Yeah. But that didn't do it. I'm not saying how to charge the shield again. I don't know how I did that. It's not simply just switching during the overhead, though. That isn't how that's working. I've tried it 3 times now with nothing. Sword attack, shield thrust, another shield thrust input. Right, I need button inputs. You can't just tell me the ability names. I don't know what that translates to. Because we're charged up. So I can morph into Axe, do the big overhead thing. Except that doesn't do it. I'm not sure what's missing here. I'm just sitting here. I see the prompt on the top right about something, and like I'm hammering that key, but nothing's happening. It's just the side mouse button that it's got, and it happens so quickly I can't even read what it's meant to be in time. Okay. I have to do it even before the prompt. Like, the moment I press both buttons together with the axe out, I have to hit the side mouse button immediately after, like 10 milliseconds after, before I even see the animation begin. I don't even know if the attack's gone through and I have to push the side mouse button. That is a very, very fucked timing. That is nuts. I don't think we have any new combos while the, we're so dull anyway. Don't think we have any, like, new combos with this out. It's all looking kind of sort of the same. We just have, like, the added elemental blah. Okay. Then it seems like the shield buff lasts just, basically forever. It's just, regardless of how many attacks I do, it's just, here's a buff for, like, a minute or something. Alright. We can see about bullying, so get all the shit off the screen, and see about bullying something with that then. So much nicer. So much just garbage information it gives. Here's 3 random fucking combos that don't really do anything worthwhile or meaningful. And the game's like, okay, there you go, you get it. I understand a lot of the game is like trying it out for yourself and trying to discover these things and better yourself as a player, but it gives you a really bad foundation to start off with these weapons. It doesn't even teach you, like, the baseline fundamental of the weapon and its purpose at all. It's just like, this is a really good mobility weapon for beginners. Here's how you slash. Here's how you slash again. Okay, go. Okay. Learn the weapons through YouTube. Well, I mean, I haven't done that at all. I'm not really a guide follower. I find most people tend to have a really shit take, in fact. I kind of default to people being wrong nowadays. More often than not. It's true. I'll take that. Wink. Does explain why a lot of people have gripes with the endgame of this, though, if they're just watching guides and aren't actually learning anything, though. It all begins to make a little more sense to me. Kinda skipped a few steps with the whole learning thing, so you never learned about positioning or anything. What do we have here? Pukey? Probably up around here somewhere. Hello, basic chakras. Basic normal mode chakras, too. Ugh. When did Nightbot start talking about VOD uploads? Nightbot, are you advertising me? Hi, Pukey. Nah. Back to sword. Why am I always turned away? Is that just what the slide does? No, not really. Eat. Okay. Ah yes, stunned after one attack. Classic. Right back into the poison. Well done. For some reason I thought I had to stand in it for a minute. I forgot even just existing near the poison is enough to give it to you. No, what chat could teach me is exactly one combo that you're meant to be spamming endlessly and nothing else at all whatsoever. Which will work against basic things, but not forever. And then ultimately I have zero understanding of how the weapon works because I didn't go through the process. It's the same deal with the guides. That's why it's important to sort of do it yourself and figure out the pros and cons and actually learn what the combos and abilities are. Because some of that stuff requires just so much time. So you don't always have the ability to do that. But if all you know is just, I do this ability next because that's what I'm programmed to do, then you're gonna put yourself in a bad spot a lot of the time. So it's nice to know sort of filler combos and little 1-2s that you can do periodically in addition to. Oh, you don't like its grapefruit? Come on. Pukey pukey grapefruit. It's good stuff. It's kind of sort of a little bit like the daggers though, where there's not... I'm not finding many filler combos to do. Because they all kind of end up with the exact same finisher. Kind of, sort of. So it's a little bit just like combo A, combo B, combo A, combo B, and that's the extent of it. And it's the same thing with the daggers that I really didn't like that about it. What? Tried against an Antonath. I don't see that going very well, though. I was bullying the Antonath pretty good with the boned hunting horn, but it took a little while. It got to the point where it ran away. We re-engaged for like a combo, then it ran away. Then we re-engaged. A monster got involved. It ran away. We re-engaged for a combo, and then it left the entire area. It's like they just continuously just alt F4s every time it bumps into me. But so many parts of it though, we just don't have the sharpness to really do a whole lot. The alternative being the Rathian, which is not a whole lot better. Hey, I doing, Luke? Got a project to finish in 2 hours? Oh my god. Go! Just like school. Just really quickly on the bus on the way, trying to finish up something real fast. The quick 10 minutes before class, finishing up some homework. I never did that. No, I was a good student. You know what we could beat up is like a Baroth or something, maybe. Could also work.
We're on the hunt.
Actually, I might have like Great Jagras investigations available to do. Just bully that thing for a while. Look at me selling stuff. Are you proud? Gunland, something you always wanted to try but just couldn't get into. Idea's cool. I think I got recommended the Gunlands a couple times. That might be the next one I take a look at. Like, the bowguns and all that are probably just fine too. I want investigations. But I don't really want to, like, sit back and shoot and just dodge and roll and move away anytime it gets in close. Not my style. I like actual, like, dynamic combat where we're sort of dancing together, you know? That's why ideally I'd like to have a, like kind of a parry, because sometimes I don't really want to dodge and it's just a weaker attack that's not worth dodging. So you go for a parry instead, you well-time that, and there you go. So when they're wasting their time with weak attacks as you can parry, you're able to sort of beat them up. Punish them for it. We could fail a couple Great Jagras captures. Hunter rank 2 or higher. I hope I'm strong enough. The charge blade, that can parry. Isn't that what I have now? Just want to stealth archer so you don't have to put any real effort in. If Bethesda made Monster Hunter, boy, let me tell you, stealth set all day, every day. There's a certain, like, enjoyment that I can see with that type of play, but it's just really not for me. And, like, a lot of these weapons seem like they'd be really, really great with a co-op and multiplayer matchup. Finding something for solo, I feel almost limited, because a lot of the weapons perform similarly when solo. Because there's some aspects of the weapon that you either don't worry about when there's other players, or can't worry about when you're alone. If that makes sense. Hello, Great Jagras. You are so great. You never want to fight here. One time he was okay with fighting out there. That was great. I got him almost finished off before he ran back into here, and then he retreated once more straight away back into his cave further. Nope. Slide. Not that way, though. I was sort of hoping I could jump on him just then. There we go, like that. Really don't have the stamina for very much, though. it's a slow process. Hey, here we go. All right, that was kind of neat. That was a different attack just then. It's over! Yeah, didn't even get a chance to actually see his head fly off. Ah, game. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's how it happened. Excellent. Yes. Did I have anything else to try while we're here? Maybe we can try the horn out. It's a bit of an upgraded horn, and it doesn't have the stun attack that I like, but
If in doubt, take a bite.
we can see. I also maybe need to have the button prompt on the top right open again. I don't know if it shows me what songs I can play without that. And I don't have the songs memorized at all. I think that's true with the soul thing. You think that because not many weapons got good counters. Or mobility. Like, I was doing switch axe for a long time, and my biggest problem was just not being able to get out of the way if I do like one attack too many, because everything is so slow with it. There's always this big cooldown after attacks, so you know, with other people you can probably get away with that and just go, you know, all in a lot of the time and be fine. And I guess that's why you can give the Palico the shield item, and then it can tank, but it feels like a bit of a waste that way. I don't know if I could take advantage of it well enough. Yeah, I don't have the prompts on the top right. But there's the 3 notes. Sonic Wave's loaded up. We will step forward and play it, kicking it up into his face. Ugh, I turned the wrong way. Well, you can turn while playing to keep it going a bit better. If you need to position it at a certain body part when you're doing the effect, because it's not always a buff, sometimes the song that you're playing is actually an attack. Shut up. If you got multiple songs loaded, you can go from playing one song right into playing another song, which is great because it's a nice little sideswipe attack that you do that way. That's done. Farming this one dude or something? I'm trying out weapons, man. Where you been? I like the bone one because I don't know if Sonic Waves is like a big knockback type thing. I feel like it kind of sort of might be, but it requires such a long combo because it's both of these yellow notes. Actually, 3 yellow notes it takes actually just to get it loaded. Whereas with the bone one, I think it was just literally left click then right click and you're set to play it.
We're on the hunt.
I'm not sure how that works with other hunting horns, or if it's just, I'm capable of this note, therefore that's the combo for it. I failed twice now, I know. Terrible. Ugh. Great Jagras. Maybe not so great, actually. Oh god, the harvest box. I totally forgot about that. Stuff. I'll give you some mega fertilizer too. Mediocre chakras. Yeah. Is there like a greatest chakras or a greater-er chakras? Greaterister-ist chakras? Just like one-shots you when it looks at you funny. It's actually a basilisk with the paralyze attack that just ends the hunt when it looks at you for too long, so you gotta always stay out of its view. That sounds fun. It's not fun. Hunting. Poor Chagras, though. I feel bad for it. This does seem like the type of game that would have that as maybe like an event quest where you're fighting just this like super mega big Chagras. That if it does its like full belly stomp attack thing, it can probably just kill you outright. I don't think this upgraded much more. If I did upgrade it, the notes don't. The notes do change. The basic note changes to a purple. I don't know what purple is. Also, I think I've seen purple half notes before. Maybe not. Maybe that's only available for a full note. But that's the other thing, like I was saying before, contrasting to the Switch X, the Hunting Horde is like, if you're looking to play the songs, you're sort of locked into doing this combo, which may not be great at that moment in time. So you might have to sacrifice your song to do an attack that's a bit better off or get out of there. Which means you have to start the song over again. Thankfully, the songs aren't terribly long, so it's maybe not the biggest deal ever, but I can see that potentially being a problem one day down the road. I also don't know the attacks well enough to know, like, what is, like, a backswing? What's just a cleave attack? What's a vertical slam? What's just a thrust? Because I like knowing those things, because that's how you really focus in on their, like, you know, head and tail and stuff. I don't think we can do much severing with this, though. So probably just going for the head. Knock them out. Unconscious. Yeah, white, red, blue. So I think just the red half note might be what I'm looking for my nice stun. So we'll just make up a Devil's Maestro. No problem. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll just make a new bone one. And we'll just upgrade the bone one a bunch and see what it does. Hunting Horn has 1 severing attack. Doot Stick has 1 move with slashing damage. Okay. So yeah, you're focusing on the face then for the most part. But Bludgeon is really good for like shattering horns and stuff, right? Like it's not just knocking them out. You shatter plates on them and break their horns and... Bone? Or bone. Both work. Blue or light blue? Light blue is what I was doing. What's dark blue compared? Let's make one of each. Give me my bone back. Yeah, may as well upgrade it a bit. And Kuluyaku, that's a lot different. Alright, let's see what this is like first. And then it seems like the Kuluyaku is actually a blend of these two instruments. Kinda wild. There's just so much going on with this weapon though. I can definitely see why people tend to not really prefer it. Because, like, you can't just use the one that's strongest, because it could be that the notes suck. I'll pick up the Tail Rider Safari while we're here, too. Can also look into doing some of those, ooh, Pink Rathian scales. Holy shit. I think I needed that for... I think I needed that for the armor I was looking to get, actually. I had to send these guys off to fight Rottenvale things, because I don't like the Rottenvale much. Turning area just so I can see what the prompts are. I think people like the longsword because it's simple and covers horizontal / vertical and has some anime moves. Yeah, it's definitely because of edgelord stuff. Absolutely 100% guaranteed. Alright, so that's our repertoire up there. Nothing so wild. Okay, that doesn't actually do like a burst thing. I don't know what Sonic Waves does. Then we can play again for the second buff, and that's how you can have like sort of two buffs queued up a little bit. It's just a lot of refamiliarizing yourself with the weapon when you change it, though, I think, is the problem. Because you get new notes, which means new buffs. So the move itself is probably the same. Impact Echo Wave. Ah, yeah, that was the one. Do any attack, follow it up with C. And then our right click. And boom. Big boom, that. And if you were to do that with a different play ability, because that was the forward play, if I do backwards play, that was too slow. I think that's the big, kind of a backstep type deal. And then you can, if you're quick enough with it, you can also then 180 and still blast them with that wave. Takes a little bit of doing. And then without any movement, it's just a simple cleave. And blam. Much easier to line that one up. And yeah, I suppose Impact Echo Wave would need to have a red half note then. Hello, Lilith sometimes plays games. Welcome. It's a difficult name to just glance at and read. How you doing? So Bonehorn should also have that, but that, what, quarter note or whatever is different. So like we should still have a left click and then both, but it won't be defense up. It'll be a different buff. But the attack itself should be, I think, the same. Just a slam, back slam, forward slam again. Was this the one? Yeah, this is the one. No, see, we don't even have that as a combo anymore. That's not even a song that we can play. We can still do the attack, but, it's a nothing song. And if you try to play a nothing song, you just kind of waste a bit of time. You still do the attack, and then you just kind of into nothing. At least we have speed boost and evade window up with this, though, which is nice. Let's impact Echo Wave again. Wait, what? Oh, both together. I see. It's, hello. What's so flashy here? Jesus. There must have been like a buff or something that I played. If you hit your performance button just after you get the buff, you can boost the effect and hit harder. I thought you had to load the song twice for that. Does that work with everything? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so you just have to load it the one time. That saves a bit of time. A fine tip. Yeah, and that's how you turn it into L then too. Yeah, okay. And so you're not sitting there tooting forever, you kinda swing it around a bit as you go from one play to the next. All right. Scoutfly, resistance, environmental stuff, earplugs. That earplug song though, Jesus. That's a complicated one. Okay. Back to HQ. Let's see what we can make then with the Kuluyaku thing. What that does for us. Wait, Vespoid? Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I made with Sonic. Okay. Kulududa. Turn that into a chord maker. So this is like maybe a blend of both? Forge armor, high rank armor. Okay, carapace is what I need, not scales. Alright. Okay. Jesus. It's a big thing. If there's any weapon I'm curious about, happy to help. Have endgame experience with every weapon. Yeah, I got a few people in chat who have a bunch of experience. It's, for the most part, just kind of I gotta do it on my own type thing, you know, though. Big fan of the switch axe, but the mobility with it is a bit of a downer. But I love the combos that I can do with it. I like the backstep that I can do. Either when switching back into axe from sword, or also just in general after a strong attack, I can do a nice backstep. Big fan of that, but there's not a lot of ways to close the gap, and if I need to get off to the side, I'm a bit boned. So like if I'm sticking with switch axe, we're gonna have to get a lot of evade window and evade boost and stuff like that to compensate for our general rootedness. I don't know what the mounting attack is like with this. Do we even have one? Would like to just drill this thing into its forehead and spin, see what happens. Nice. Oh god, these are weird songs. Bonk. I'm not done yet. Yeah, just like put the buff patch on the ground is what that is, I think. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's done. Blech. Is there a Monster Hunter World 2, like, announced or anything? Because I hear that a lot through the community, is, like, everybody's waiting for a World 2, but I don't know, is definitely a thing, or we just highly suspect it's gonna be a thing. Nothing yet. Rise and World were done by different teams. Right, so we suspect that the World team's been working this whole time on a World 2. Mm-hmm. Is this like large or no? No, I don't think so. Just sharpen it somewhere on the handle. I don't know. Always like the backstep, forward lunge with lance. but it really isn't a great weapon. May as well go gun lance. So what, I guess make the gun lance and we see, but what's the general vibe with the gun lance then exactly? Like, a bit of mobility, a bit of range, a bit of, you know, in and out damage. Kind of what I imagine. Lance, but gun, you know, gun lance.
We're on the
Handler,
hunt.
make me a gun lance. I don't want to go back all the time. Ugh. Jeez. Shouldn't I have a repeatable optional quest of just beating up a Great Jagras? Maybe not. I don't know if I ever caught one live. Oh god. Need like actually a training dummy, Jagras, in camp to beat up. Yeah, I don't have a gun lance on me. I sold all the basic starter equipment because it was just annoying sorting through all the time. I just got a bunch of armor now that I gotta sort through and clean up. Bomb.
Oh!
The bone, actually, let's make the metal gun lance. No, yeah, let's go bone. The sharpness isn't that much of a difference. What the fuck? Encyclave I tried out a little bit. I need to play with it more, but I couldn't think of a great way to do like a really cool burst damage type thing when the monster's down or vulnerable or something like that. It seems like you're just a constant pest, always doing damage. Kind of like with the daggers, you're just always there doing sustained damage. Small amounts of it, but something. Something that really be better geared for multiplayer. Solo can make it work, sure. Obviously, all these weapons can probably work solo, but the true benefit comes from multiple players going at it. Change objects. So what do we got?
Gun is a close-range weapon that also fires shells. Find an opening and down your prey with Wyvern's fire.
We got stabs. And right-click for shelling. And also, whoops, I broke it. Oh no, it's fine. And then a rising slash. Oh yeah. Movement doesn't really do too much aside from that. Oh, we need to reload. Quick reload. What is this? Oh, this is just guard. Right. Okay, so we gotta charge up for that, I think. But like, what are we charging up for? Load Worm Strike Blast. The very slow sheath this weapon's got. And our hop's not too great, so I hope the guard is pretty okay. Is this... Right, and reload. That's just blowing that ammo. Worm Strike Cannon blows the entire weapon. No combo with that, I think. Well, kind of, I guess. How the hell did Wyvern's fire get blown off? Or is that because I had ammo, maybe? Like, this ammo? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, it might have been. No, I didn't use any. Click, click. How about keeping that shield up and using hops to close distance? Guard is great. Lance is considerably more mobile. Wyvern's fire has a cooldown. Alright. Because I see the lance icon at the top left, the middle section's just totally grayed out, so I thought I was charging that up for something, but and then load Worm Strike Blast. That uses up the ammo. Okay. That won't work yet. Where was... I can also just hold down the right mouse button. Ah, yeah, it charges. Look at that. It doesn't seem to have a lot of combos. That's pretty much just pokes that I get with this. Until Wyvern's Fire is ready. Which seems to detonate all the stuff that I've impaled into them through the other combos. But otherwise, Rising Slash into Overhead Smash seems to be kind of the extent of it. We can try beating up a Great Chakras with it. I'm not sure. It could be a little too simple. I suspect I'll be encountering every single monster the exact same way with this, you know? Just same approach every time, because I only have one approach because that's all the weapons go at. Which is why I kind of like the sword and board, was it had a lot of combos going on with it. With also a bit of mobility mixed in there. It's just overall a bit of a weak weapon without any wild burst combos. Shelling eats a lot of sharpness. Yeah, I'm also using bone, which is just not great for sharpness too. Click, click. What do you mean click, click? Ooh. It takes so long to get the guard back up. It's a general issue with this game. Maybe also Rise. Rise just seemed to be worse in most regards. Is you can interrupt the end of an animation with a dodge, but you cannot get a block up.
You can guard too.
Because the block is just an attack, and you can't interrupt an attack with another attack. It doesn't work that way. So you have to wait for the previous attack to finish up completely and entirely before you can actually get the block up. Which means that if the monster decides to just not give a shit and just attack through an attack, there's nothing you can do about it. Interesting that I could just like reload and shoot and spam that. It's kind of like reversed, you know. I always associate Monster Hunter with slower paced combat and stratagem with how you approach the fights, which means that you wouldn't be typically interrupting animations with a dodge. You do that for a faster paced game. Where you were not really worrying so much about blocking and maybe a bit parrying, because you can meld the parry into just your normal attacks, kind of sort of to an extent. But with a slower paced game, typically you wouldn't have an interrupt when you dodge, because you're not meant to be dodging around all the time always. You're meant to be putting yourself in a good position, timing your attacks well, and putting up your fucking shield when you're about to be hit. And it's like reversed in this game, where it's a slower paced combat, but you can interrupt with the dodge somewhat, but not with the block at all. Oh, that's it? Oh, jeez. Thought he had a little more juice to him. Older Monster Hunter games had a skill called Auto Guard that blocked automatically if you weren't in a committed animation, but it's not in this game. I mean, to be fair, the older Monster Hunter games sound like a slog to get through. It sounds very unfriendly. The shelling is so difficult to get. It also seems like shelling is just really weak, so I'm trying to find how to combo that in with stuff, because I think just spamming right click for shelling isn't really the best use of the ammo that's loaded into this, because it's so nothing, unless it's got just massive poise break to it. Button press to unload all the ammo at once. And there's also the load worm strike blast, which I'm not sure what this is doing. Because now we've got like Our icon on the top left is totally different now. The weapon looks the same, but the icon up there, we're ready for something. And I guess it's just that. You just embed it in them, because now we're back to normal. So like, we loaded in the piercing pods, whatever our slinger ammo is. And we can just inject them with it. With, fuck, what was it? Okay, yeah, that. It's nice that I get my stuff back if it misses, but I'm assuming that just, like, blows up the ammo inside of them. Shoot the embedded thing with the shelling. Ah, okay. And you detonate it that way. Do we still have a, the slinger burst stuff? Like the shotgun blasts you do with the loaded ammo then? Or is that what this is? Or is this what that is? Is this what this is? Seems like it might be a replacement because I'm not seeing the prompt anywhere up there. Just fire slinger and claw shot.
Are you okay?
What else have we got? Just soups up the harpoon. Yeah, I guess you could call it a harpoon. Big. The tip.
Seen today's wares?
I haven't sold the trade-in items in a little while. Probably have a decent bit of money saved up from that.
Oh!
Bow gone. I expect a similar problem with this that I have with the Switch X mobility. Just going off of just assumption based on what I believe the weapon is and what I would be doing with it. Can we just default to this training area? Please?
The great sword is a powerful close-range weapon. Though attacks leave you wide open, the payoff is well worth it.
Okay, so it says charge. Oh yeah. Roar. Your side mouse button doing much? Oh, we can kick him. Right in the nards. Yeah. I see why people like this weapon. Okay. Combo involving a forward lunging attack. It's just such like a random thing. You'd think that those are the fundamental building blocks of the weapon there. I can charge. I can tackle while doing that? Oh, I just interrupted, I think, with the tackle. And turns into a true charge slash. That's some damage, but like I have to interrupt it with a tackle? And I can't like combo the tackle into itself. Right. The true charge slash. Yeah, okay. That's an odd way to do it. Seems like side mouse button does nothing. Like at all. You just kind of do the hold the attack in the middle of everything. Then combo including true charge slash. Oh, I see. You can just do it that way rather than a tackle. It's just a forward attack. It's a little bit easier. And then rising slash stuff. Just a basic combo that. So tackle is just move and left click. No. Oh, okay, I tackle like after a roll. Eh? And then tackle changes to right mouse button if I do it after this attack. Why does it change button? Can't it not just be the same button always? And that tackle just didn't want to go through even. I gotta push a direction for it. Maybe. Maybe. It seems slow. Even slower than the switch hacks, actually. And your burst phase is just that big charging combo, kind of like with the hammer. Similar deal. Totally gonna capture this Grey Jagras with 3 other players. The upswing attack your friends. Does this like stagger them or something? Take this, handler! Ooh, she doesn't care. Knocks them around like a golf ball. Players love it. Right. I like the wide sweep that it's got there. Yeah, you just punch it right through. Head's gone. It decapitated. It's over, Jagras. You're dead now. It's like a salamander. It'll just grow back. It's fine. Tackle them dead. Yeah, the same mobility issue with the Switch X though, I think. I'm gonna have to just roll all the time to get anywhere. I like the big sweep that it's got though, so if you're slightly off canter a little bit, you can just like, yeah, cleave through anyway before getting out of the way to reposition. Sheath a lot to reposition, never roll. Yeah, same with the Switch X. It's just that's how you do it. I never tried the new Switch X, by the way. Where was that? Tyrannos. Doing what damage? Also a bit of dragon damage, but I don't think I care about that. Let's murder a Jagras.
Are you okay?
Handler, this is a tough quest. I can't do it. How do you capture a Jagras? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I'm still a little bit early. Element just seems not great until you can stack all of the element ever and get those percentage boosts. Which I think Dragon has put at a disadvantage because I don't think it gets percentage boosts alongside. Yeah, it's too early. Like, it's always just plus 30 Dragon for, like, the entire thing. And then, like, plus 5, 10, 15% and all that. Whereas other elements, I think, scale up, like, plus 30, 60, 90 or so, I think is maybe top. So you can stack that a bit better. That was a really weak one. What the hell? Some hunting horn damage this. Alright. So back to HQ. I give up with this quest. This quest is bullshit quest. It's fucking stupid. I don't know why it's in the game. You know, if I didn't mount him at the start, that might have been my fastest kill yet. I timed the one from the first hit into the final hit. It was like, what, 31.5 seconds, I think it was. That was with a quite old Switch X, though. What's the, actual, what are we doing, actually? Oh, yeah. Giant nerd, right. Right. We did that yesterday. That was aggravating with the Switch X. But now we got some, like, better bits and bobs. Capture a pink Rathian. We can try it. I'm not great with Rathians. I didn't fight them too many times, but, we can try it. See how it goes. I've got most of the materials. Let's go custom. Not many fresh veg. There's not much of fresh anything, really. Alright. Just a bit of whatever for a little more health. Defense and elemental resistance. With an okay amount of health and stamina. Remember how weapons have multipliers that bloat? Oh shit. Bloat attack values, it doesn't work on element, it is per hit basis, no scaling, so weapons that hit a lot can only use element. Yeah. Yeah, I think I get what you're saying. You trapped me right into it, or there's cool loot around? What is this, handler? Okay. I'm gonna go see a Gremlkine. Typically, I'm like dropped off randomly, like either nearby the hunt, and it's like, wow, right into the action, or over by where there's some cool loot. Not like right outside of camp. Alright though, fine. May as well get some freebie things from the supply chest as well. Ha. I've got your weapon. Near. I hope he doesn't just stand back there and roar constantly. Sigh. What cloak do I have on? Vitality mantle. There. There's pink Rathian gashes there. I'm currently on Fighting Der Gigante. Is where we're at currently. It's 8 stars, 7 stars, something like that. Not terribly far into it yet still. They just started bumping into, in Elder's Recess, the fights were actually like proper. And I needed to sit back and take a look at my gear finally, which we never really had to do too much before. And we're still kind of sort of doing that. I discovered a Black Diablos, but haven't fought it yet, if that helps as well. Oh, hey, there you are. There. Give me the tail. Right into a shock trap. That's gonna fuck this up, I think. Because I don't think I can do my finisher thing while he's shocked. I just sit here stabbing forever for exactly 1 damage. Take me with. Did you do it? Okay. Yeah, too much in the peripheral. I think I got some... shit, flashfly stuff. Double damn. Why are you so angry, man? Slinger bombs, that'll be nice. Ho hum. So where's he heading? Probably back to camp, right? Yeah, kind of, sort of. I love the switch axe. So the two things that you really want to keep in mind with the switch axe is after doing any strong attack, backward strong attack for that backswing, it also works when you're switching from sword to axe. You do a nice, I don't think it matters when you do it in the combo. But just back and switch, you do a little back step too. That's all the mobility you've got. Live it, love it. I will sever this head. He limping. Why, I think that's GG. Where's he going? Do all monsters limp when they're ready to be captured? Because I feel like I fought a couple that didn't limp at all. Is he flying back? Did you get distracted by a devil hoe? Oh, no, okay. You're over here. Maybe that's what happened, is I just made them like so angry that they were too angry to limp. The Doom Guy Monster Hunter crossover. Terrifying. I would hunt a Kako Demon. Flies help. How do I get to him? I don't really know exactly where he is. He's like on this weird in-between floor. He's not sleeping though. Oh, yes he is. Haha. I'll give you 3 for good measure. Nice. And then, Thunderbug back there too. There we go. One of them will do it. Jeez. Oh, I'm tired. Good luck getting this guy out of here. Yeesh. Such an intense finisher. Whoa. Hey, Rathian plate. Nice. A couple Rathian plates. Double nice. Bunch of hard bones, scale plus. I think Carapace was what I needed, right? Yay, 2 stars research! Yeah, I didn't fight him much. We can now use Paw Swap. That may be like, ew, I don't like the one that you gave me, give me a different one. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, no refunds.
Hey.
Hi. Gotta see about doing some more optional quests and getting this box bigger. Growing 3 things at once in that little box is, ugh. It's the one. So we got some evade extender. Oh, Guardian crud everywhere. Ugh. And then, yeah, you said Toby Kadachi had some more. I haven't fought a high-ranked Toby yet. I suppose we'll do that. Try it anyway. Sheath Charm? Yeah, we don't know yet. Gloves, chest, helm, boots. Legs. Okay, yeah, we're all upgraded then. I still wouldn't be against changing out the Jagras coil to get rid of Fortify. I don't really care about Fortify much. Tremor resistance wouldn't be terrible, maybe? Latent power, no idea what that is. When certain conditions are met. Wasn't that like really low health or something? I think I found that somewhere about what that was. Resentment. When I have recoverable damage or attack power. Either after a set amount of damage or after some minutes. Not sure. Currently, my thunder resistance is awful. I don't know what Nergigante's got going on, but if I'm fighting Toby, we're gonna need to get some thunder resistance. So let's see about some thunder resistance pants. Baroth coil, muck resistance, and guard. Windproof, Horn Maestro, and Master Fisher. Wow. Hunting Horn, so powerful it's got its own unique set. Two ranks of evade window on the butterfly thing? What the fuck? Want extender though. I guess Baroth coil. It's a cheap enough thing to make. Looking really nice now. I don't know if I have a thunder resistance decoration or not. That'd be kind of cool if I did. Looks like no. Sadness. We'll try it for Crisis, though. Sounds like it could be handy. And then I like Slider. That's a nice one. Alright. Kia! Hello, Mr. Meteor! What's for lunch today? Today's going surprisingly okay considering it's a Cursed Thursday. It's shockingly well thus far. We tried out a lot of different weapons to see what I like most. Finished off the pink Rothian so I can make the helmet, so we got the evade stuff set up pretty okay. Hoping to find a Toby Kadachi. Northeast camp, I think. Should have grabbed food. Oh well. We can grab some in the camp. Because the Toby Kadachi might have a little bit of evade armor as well. And then we're set. Hopefully. To some extent. And the next time we can pick on Nergigante. Probably won't be today on account of shorter streams, but we'll see. Wraps filled with cream cheese, different meat / hams, and some salad. Ooh. That sounds aight. Follow that trail. I'm lazy. Move me along, Jagras. Actually, let me get a Tail Rider too. My little chess piece of a cat. Thief. Could be good actually if they steal monster bits. Like that loot and boomerang thing that we had before. It's pretty nice for just acquiring parts of the monster. It just feels so naked without the traps though. Wanted to head out and buy lunch, but it's incredibly rainy / stormy, so it's lunch of kings instead. Mac and cheese. Yo. Alright, why are you guys like actually aggro? Come on. I'm tracking a thing over here. Oh my god. So anyway, now it's this way, man. This thing's on the move in the most annoying way. Maybe I just went right by it. Also entirely possible. Yeah, we also got quite a bit of that rainy, windy weather today. And for the rest of forever, by the looks of it. Very typical around this time of year, though. Gray, rain, a bit cold. Hey, there you are. Right into an attack. Oh, what? Not too familiar with this one either. Most of these things I'm not too familiar with because we only fought it like the 1 or 2 times. Yeah. Been too long. Riding Toby way over there will be a trick. I thought it was going to do a generic just kind of roar thing. What the... Damn it. Why are we turning like this? Womp. What the... Get out of here, Azure Rathalos. We're busy. Alright, fine. Fine. All these kill-stealing monsters everywhere. Should start bringing dung pods to my normal loadout. Actually, did I already do that? I might have already done that. No, I didn't. Ah, Toby got away. Nice. These monsters just being immune to blind during certain attacks. Because reasons. It's quote-unquote looking away. Well, you didn't see it blink just as it went off. Sheesh. Well. I dodged your shout. Keep trying, Helga. Give me this floofy tail. I want to decorate my house with monster parts. Turn this into a nice pillow for the sofa. Nice sectional, you know? Lol. I went for a burst, but I guess it didn't want to burst. Alright. So a lot of material there. We'll see what he's got for me then. Would you... Okay, piercing pods. Fuck off, alright? Look, nobody wants you. Nobody likes you. Get out of here, piercing pods. Man! Hello, Hanman! Welcome. Or Handman, perhaps. So far, so good. Usually Thursdays are terribly, terribly cursed, but today seems to be quite okay. Took out a pink Rathalos earlier, made the helmet so I got evade extender. We got already like Yana bits for evade window. Just took out a Toby for potentially some more evade stuff. And then we'll have countered the biggest downside with the switch axes, mobility and getting out of attacks. I don't know if I need this much evade. Probably just a little bit of it would be perfectly fine. We are, I think, wrapping up like the base game pretty much. We have to fight Nergigante. We did like a little bit in Elder's Recess and track down Nergigante where he lives, and have to do that. But I'm doing a little bit of gear catch up because we started to run into some trouble in Elder's Recess fighting things. Didn't go terribly well. So we stepped back, upgrading gear, upgrading weapons, getting our, you know, attributes and stuff up in order. I'd see about doing investigation for Toby. Like once or twice, see what I can make, and then we'll probably be wrapping it up there for the day. Thus ending short stream week, and then my vacation can begin. No streams the next 2 weeks. Safari's back already. Would they die or something? The hell? Why are you doing back so early? Oh. Alright. Well done. Congrats on the devil ho scale. I'd like to see 3 cats fight a devil, Joe. YouTube's hopefully not on pause. I think I got kind of enough. I need to record more Deus Ex at some point. But like Songs of Six, I think I've got enough of.
Want something making?
Kadachi. Evade extender gloves. And that's it. It is 2 evade extender on the gloves though. I've got evade window on the vembraces, like Yana. However, I'll put attack in that actually. We'll wait and see. I think for now I'm kind of okay with what I've got. Then charm wise. Oh hey, thunder resistance charm. KO charm. Use that with the hunting horn. Like Yana claws for an evade window charm. Toby Kadachi Electrode for the leaping charm. Let's remember that. Wasn't I looking through these before and I didn't see them? Maybe I just went right over them. Get those. So another Toby Kadachi run and a little more like Yana as well. I think. Need to clean my room more often, man. Bunch of ants running around? What? It's fine. Look, I'm the only one in there, okay? Hello, Valkyrie.
Oh, you are too good to me.
Could also see about fighting this Beetlejuice dude. See what he's got, because I'm not sure I ever took him down when we fought. I think I mostly just ran and watched him kill steal everything. There it is. And this time I'm not forgetting food. Valkyrie, do you also have poopy, windy, rainy weather? Is it just everybody? It's awful out there. The cat's happy enough with it though. Our cat loves the windy weather. Not so sure he's hyped about the rain, but I don't think it's raining currently. I think a lot of our wind left overnight. It doesn't look like it's terribly windy out there right now. A little bit gusty and breezy, but like overall. Last night there was some fairly strong wind hits against the windows. Woke me up a few times. I don't have any gear to change. Right back into it. I just always feel like I'm forgetting something every time I leave camp. You don't want this. Jeez. Oh. Nah, all right. Yeah, fine. Pretend it looked cool, okay? It's like nice Spider-Man stuff. So agile. Dung pods? No, I forgot dung pods. Damn it. I generally forgot to sort my inventory. Maybe that's what I was forgetting. Ah, well. Yeah, it's a bit smoother. Oh my god, that damage. Just did that. Come on, man. What the? I think he just rug pulled me with his own tail. What a move! Ugh. No, I want the tail. Not like that, though. Gib. Gib tail plucks. No particular reason. I don't think it drops anything in particular that I'm after. Look, man, I'm perma-stunned over here, and stun-locked and just everything. You can't be doing this game. Oh. What a Thursday combo, that. That's a bit more what I expect a lot of. You get hit like the one time, and it's like, oop, lol, stunned, and you're never getting out of it. And then they just keep laying into you because they can. Hide all, man. Give me some vision here. I'm on you, fly things. I'm not in the field yet. It's too soon. Cheats. Cheats. These attacks that don't knock you back, that get you off their body anyway. Man. Wrong way, I think. Lies. Yeah, cool, awesome. Anshanath, where's Toby at? Okay. You get that a lot sometimes when you you do the sword poke thing into their tail, and they do just like a charge attack. It becomes hypersensitive around the tail with their charge attacks. So it'll just fling you off completely, even though really you shouldn't be dismounted from that. And now you're running. You're a wimp and a coward. Give me this goddamn tail. I've earned it. Mind your own business. Don't think this one can be cut, only broken. Feels sad. What the? Alright, bye! Beetlejuice showed up. He's like, I sense combat. I must kill Steel. No, Beetlejuice. Not again. Is he? Man, blind is like really effective against him, huh? Still blind. I left so long ago. Toby. Beetlejuice. No, it's not for you. Oh, jeez. Don't land. It's not yours. The trap's not meant for you. Don't steal it. Okay. Whew. This might actually kill him. That boonbug cage was well placed. Whoa. Yeah, the cats always have like this weird meowster, and they always fit and mow and stuff into their words. It's pretty terrible. Alright, this Toby started off really well until it wasn't. Alright, well, hey, I got an electrode. I think that's what I was mostly after. And then we can do a Lake Yana hunt, I think. Get those 2 charms made, because then it doesn't really matter what I bring as far as gear. Like, I like the way that the gearing's working, where you got the gear for the sets and abilities that you get from that, but you've also got your charm that you can use to make up for a bit of a loss, because the charm can be like +3, +4 of a particular thing. And then you've got the jewels to sort of fill in the rest, you know? It's not like, oh, I really like evade stuff, I want to have evade armor on, and then you're stuck with that armor and your resistances are terrible against everything because that armor's just not resistant against that stuff. But it's like, there's still ways to fix that, or at least ease the problem a bit, you know? Grab a quick food, head off on a quick Legiana hunt. I should also probably talk to the research guy and update all that stuff. And then maybe over my days off, maybe I familiarize myself more with the weapons and see about an alternate thing. The switch axe just works for me so well. I'm a big fan of it. Fixing the mobility issues with just better evade and everything is probably the ultimate way I'll be going. But we'll see.
You all good?
It's just, it'd be really good for me to get a second weapon that I'm decent with, because there's no doubt going to be monsters where the switch axe's poor mobility is just simply too poor. And it's just, it is not a great weapon against that. Capture Legiana! We can try it. Ten dung pods. Wow. All right. Arena quests and all other games require you to use preset loadouts, so you need to be proficient with all weapons if you want to beat those. Oh, okay. Is that the same way in this, then? Bonus, in that case. I gotta get these things bound on the action bar somewhere. Yeah, flash fly over E. I got no qualm with you guys. You can hang out there. It's fine. Okay. There she comes. Too fucking slow, Legiana. Get down here. Man. Don't roar at me. If we fought you a little closer to the Gajalaka and I hadn't blinded, they probably would have put you to sleep by now too. There's the initiation. Hi, Legiana. Yeah, it's good to see you too. Damn. Legiana's very mad. Is that thunder cage so far in the corner over there? There is a story, but it's easier to say there is no story and just ignore it entirely. The story comes second for sure in this. Damn, wanted to jump on you. Yeah, like, I don't know if this is usable way over here. Maybe? Yeah, okay. Like, we're basically here to hunt these new monsters, but these new monsters are all acting weird and strange because this really big volcano monster is roaming the area. And he's roaming the area because he's too stubborn to die where he's meant to die. And he keeps trying to die elsewhere, which would end the world because he's so powerful. So we keep chasing him off into the ocean so he explodes in the water when he finally dies. And that won't destroy the planet. And there's this monster that keeps clinging to this dude whenever we see him and fight him. It's like just attracted to just older monsters, I guess. I don't know. To each their own. And we're gonna go kill it now because it keeps showing up. That's the story thus far, as I understand it. Maybe some veterans have some deeper lore that might fill that out a little more. I don't know. You're going down here. Okay. Covered it pretty good? Okay. Alright. I don't know if we know what Nergigante wants exactly, but it just seems to just be really attracted to Zora Magdaros because Zora Magdaros is like really old and dying and stuff, so I don't know, maybe it's like a vulture type monster and it's just really into that. Good food. Just likes a big meal. Yeah. So I meant to capture you, like, Yana. I don't know if you want to, like, head off to bed right now, or, like... You wanna... Yeah, you're skull now. Alright. I'll meet you up there. I didn't bring my cool cloak, so it's gonna be a minute. It might actually be faster to go back to camp and equip the cloak. You know what? I'm gonna do that, because I think that will be faster. Yeah, I was keeping an eye on its little pulse on the bottom left. It was looking bad, and then I saw the skull finally pop up, and I was like, ah, there we go. That's the spot. No, not Gilly Mantle. Glider Mantle. That's the one. Can I even use it? Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if it was like sharing a cooldown with the Vitality Mantle or what. Can equip 2 mantles after finishing the story? Oh, shit. Double glider mantle. I know what you mean. That's handy. So you could always put on like a ghillie mantle and just like still have something else for reasonable things. Time to sleep. Even though you're basically made of shock, but it doesn't matter. Good night. We did it! A mysterious face stone. It's awful! Actually, Aquatics has polar mobilities. Maybe not terrible, actually. Just to throw on a bit of. Oh. But Switch X, I like it, because it's just everything's a combo. It's just, you just go. And you manage your positioning through that and how long you want to stay obligated into attack by changing the combo over to a different combo. Use a combo to change that up. It's nice. It's just when you're in a bad spot, there's nothing you can do aside from just dodge and evade. Which with the evade extension is more notable. How does this compare with Rise? I didn't play Rise enough to really know for certain. Monster Hunter World plays a lot more how I imagine Monster Hunter to be. Rise seems okay if you're looking for more, but I would say probably get into World before Rise. I would say. And go for Rise if you really want more afterwards. Other folks in chat may be able to offer better opinion though, because I only played Rise for the one stream. Oh. Oh, right. It's a tier 1 evasion charm. I need a tier 1 Legiana. Oops. Well, there's the leaping charm, which I guess maybe, I don't know. What did I have on? Dragon attack, I think. There, so 2 evade extender and 3 evade window. I feel like this is a little too much evade. We'll see though. Low rank. You really enjoy playing with random people online. Both games good for that. Yeah. Rise has a bit of a higher player base, but I think that's just because it's new. There's still a lot of people playing World. If you pull up like Steam gameplay stats, you can see the concurrent players for each game and compare. It's like 10,000-15,000 difference, but still a good amount of folks playing. Rise struck me as a little bit more of a just get into the fight and do the fight and it's over within like 10 minutes. Is how it struck me. Whereas World has potentially more build-up and preparation involved with the fights. It's more what I imagined Monster Hunter to be. But again, I didn't play very much Rise. I just kind of assumed you were coming down here. Since we're actually in Free Explore, I don't really know what your plans are exactly, but this seems to be working. Interrupted the shot with the shock trap. You still gonna try to shout? It seems to have been enough of a shout that you don't want it anymore. That's neat. I don't think I put on flash pods again. Oh well. Should be falling over soon. Good enough. Let me poke you. Gotta recharge it now. There we go. And I missed. That was a solid uppercut. You jumped right into that. Are you even trying to avoid these? Take me with you. Womp. I tried to go with. Love to see it. It just wants to sleep. Don't worry, I'll let you sleep. Oops. Damn it, get over here. Okay. Nighty night, Legiana. What, I need claws? Yeah. We'll see. Worst case, I got a, investigation. Four out of 10? Oh, God. I've been pretty bad about getting the doodles. It only just made it to its nest and is just about to lay down. And then here I am again, wrapped around its neck.
Are you okay?
Stabbing it in the back of the head. Oh. Yeah, no claws at all. Might also want to double check with the research guys. Make sure I'm not just completely wrong here. Yeah, it's just a carve. It's just a carve, and it's also a reward. Okay. Back to town, then. Grab an investigation and beat it up once more, and hopefully that's enough then for it. Oh, right. Bounties. Yeah. Capture Legiana. Hunt just everything. Maybe in my free time. Yeah, capture Legiana. Yeah, it's pretty good at running away. I think that'll be alright. The worry is that I just accidentally murder it during a nasty combo toward the end, but I don't think it's that weak. Traps, tranks. No flash. Dong. That's fine. Don't think I need flash. And I'll just eat at camp too. Those are all high rank. Plunder Blade. We could probably go for that. I like the traps a lot. It's just a nice peace of mind type thing and ensures that I can just take off like 60% of Legiana's health before it really has too much of a chance to do anything. And it makes it a lot easier for me to actually knock it out afterwards because I can use the Palico traps for that. So I could, but I only need like 2 claws, so I think I'll be alright. Yeah, I'm fixing up the gear situation before taking on their Gigante. We're just about there. Just need a couple Legiana claws from a low rank Legiana. And then I got the other evade necklace, and I'll have both evade necklaces. The rest of my gear I think is mostly fine for an Air Gigante, so we'll go for that next time. Next time will be in a few weeks, though. For the next 2 weeks, there will not be any streams, for I am on vacation. Whoops, that was the real trap. God damn it. Oh well. Take these rocks too. Huck some stones at it. Don't do it like Yana. You have so much to live for. Too late. Thought that was the little cleave one. Ugh, and I'm stunned too. Pick a trap, any trap. Man, you're a jerk right now. But I want to do my spin attack. You might be thinking the switch axe or the charge axe, the other one with the big axe. I think you're thinking of. Here she runs away. Well, about all I got with this is I can go into sword form to charge that up and then stab it into them to detonate. Or I keep the charge on the sword and the sword attacks do a little bit of the element discharge. Kind of, sort of. I don't really like that as much though, because I feel like the damage isn't like so significant. I'd rather just unload all at once and go for either lopping off the body part or she's like proper sleeping. Or going for the knockdown. Oops, that's not your face. That close enough? Yeah, alright. Alright, Mr. Meteor. Thanks for stopping in during your lunch break. Always good having you. Take it easy. Two claws. Two claws. I think I just needed two claws. The Pickle X. Strong. 700 damage is a lot of damage. I never quite like negative affinity, but I think I balance out the affinity with the affinity slide. Anyway, so... it's good. Earlier on, I was trying out the hunting horn as well during the stream. That was... the hunting horn is a satisfying weapon. I have to play more with that and see what all I can do with that. Big learning curve on that, though. Then upgrading. We have no idea. Oh, Legiana gem. Okay. Yeah, fine. Put it on the wish list. Cool, cool. And with that, I think that puts us at a pretty okay spot. So I think I leave it here for now. And next up, Nergigante. Because I don't think there's a whole lot more I can do with my gear currently unless we try to, like, farm up jewels, but I don't know. I suspect the jewels this early are really just kind of sort of fluff. Honestly, I don't think they're really worth grinding and farming for. They don't even meld very well inside the equivalent exchange pot. To like 10 or 50 or something, I need like 1,000 for the decent ones. So I think we put that off for now. And I just assume their Gigante is going to be troublesome. But again, there's not much more I can do to prepare for it. So if I have to, I'll try like the poisoned meat and tainted meat and stuff and see how that goes. I assume poison meat has to be like pretty good poison, right? It doesn't just apply poison effect, and poison effect is just ticks of 10. Gotta be stronger than that. If you want to get jewels, need hunter rank 50. Unlock an event to fight a massive Jagras. It spits out a bunch of jewels during the fight. Oh. Oh. Okay. Can see about that. Poison everything. Well, like, I was using poison for a while, and it's like, I was able to build up poison really, really quickly on things, but the poison only ticked for 10. Which, at the start was great, but nowadays is significantly less great. So I'm wondering, like, because I can also make poison throwing knives, I can make the poison grenades, I can make the poisoned meat, there's poisoned ammo, there's plants around the environment that does poison. So it's like, is all poison the same? That's what I don't know. Like, why would I bother with poisoned meat when I can just throw a couple throwing knives at it? And yeah, that, I don't know. It's something we have to play around with. Maybe over the weeks I take a look at it myself and see, just do a before after against some poor Jagras and see how much I can get the poison ticking for. Because if I can amplify that poison damage to tick for something a little more notable than just 10, you know, it's nice passive damage then. I can back out from the fight a little bit and know it's poisoned, it's still getting hurt. Obviously not for a capture quest. That'd be probably not great. Although I don't know if you can kill them while poisoned. I suspect that a monster can't just die on its own outside of an engagement. Because I've had it a couple times now where monsters are fighting each other, and the thing that I was fighting was already pretty fucked up, and it takes huge hits from the monster that it's fighting and retreats, and then I walk up to the monster and do any attack and it dies. So like, I think it limits itself to just 1 health left. So maybe poison wouldn't be terrible. Probably wouldn't just kill them out on the field as they retreat before you can capture it. I don't know. But currently, poison's looking like something that'd be maybe really cool early on, especially if you're using daggers or something, really quick attacks to stack it up super duper fast. But I don't see it sticking around for very long and being an effective tool later on. And that's currently where I sit with most of the elemental damage types, where I don't see them being very great unless you go all in. Like I was saying, you get the gear that's just like, I'm, you know, this weapon is 600 element, and the set that you've got on is increasing it by 120 plus also 20%, and then it's like, all right, well, we're talking some pretty substantial elemental damage if they're weak to it. Multiply that again. Could be maybe worthwhile if you go all in with it, but currently it's just there's not enough gear out there for it. I don't see the point going for it, even if I'm using a fast weapon. And blast, yeah, we had well, I got a blast switch axe somewhere around. Not counting the defender stuff. Don't want to use that. I don't remember what it was. Beetlejuice I know makes blast weapons as well, and that was just periodically during the fight, just boom, 120 damage, which is pretty nice. I assume that does pretty okay poise too, and can help stagger and knock them over too. Always helpful depending on the weapon that you're using. A blast hunting horn would be a pretty fun combo.